What's up, y'all? Yeah, what's going on? This is Chilling with Dex episode. As you can see, I done went bald. I had to. I had a situation with I don't know, man. It was something like a hair bump right here where my finger is, right here where this finger is, like a hair bump, and for some reason it turned into like a sore. Sometimes with black hair, if you didn't know, and I know this is crazy starting off the episode with this explanation. The last few content that I did, videos or whatever, I had hair. You know, I was growing out. I had a little faux hawk and everything, and I had to cut that shit off last night. Um, yeah, because this thing, I don't know, it was like a bump or something. I had to treat that shit. I had to, peroxide and the whole 9 yards. But I had to cut all my hair off, which is fine because it actually feels pretty cool. We got another heat wave coming to LA right before winter time. It always happens every year. We get in late September, early October to the middle of October. It's like a heat wave, and then it just drops off. Sometime in October, the weather is just gonna go 10, 15, 20 degrees cooler. We might even see some rain. Every year I've lived in California, and I didn't realize this until I got older. Obviously, that's how the seasons change here. We always get rain in October. Always. It might be a lot. It might be a little. But anyway, this is a Chilling with Dex episode this Saturday morning. Unfortunately, Corner Store International podcast is not going to happen today, obviously. I want to send a shout out to Matthew in Nantes, France, my co-host of KSP International. He's sick today. He went to the doctor. I got a message last night from him. The time difference is so crazy, being at 13 hours, that it's daytime there when we're sleeping. So he sends a lot of messages to me, when I'm in sleep mode, at least on my phone and on my other messaging services and whatnot. And he was saying that he didn't feel well, and he was very weak. And he's probably caught some kind of weird flu. Hopefully it wasn't COVID, because that shit was over there too. And I was like, oh man, take care of yourself. None of this, what we doing out here, outweighs family, any kind of crazy situations, any emergencies, go handle that shit. We can come back to this shit later. So shout out to my man Matthew Best and over there in France. I was about to say in the building, I say that shit so much that I was just gonna say it again. But yeah, he's sick. So it's a Chilling with Dex episode today. I woke up feeling really well. Thank God I did some stretch. I don't know. It's like when I cut my hair, and this happened last night. I was just sitting there, like I'm doing right now. As a matter of fact, it's college football on. No microphones, no music, nothing. I'm just sitting here watching college football. We got the fight tonight. Canelo Alvarez and Crawford. I got Crawford, not because he's a brother. I know he can beat Canelo because if Floyd beat him, Crawford's got the same kind of savvy to do what he needs to do and stay away from Canelo's right hand and uppercut. And he also has a tremendous left hook. He's a power puncher. Canelo does have good movement and all that. But Crawford, he came up in weight, but he didn't lose any of his speed from what I can see at the gym. So I believe he can take a punch from Canelo if he does land. And I think Crawford will win. And I'm going to give my prediction. I'm going to say round 8. I'm going to say around 8, Crawford catches him and the fight's over with. That's just my prediction. That shit probably won't happen like that. But I should probably call Las Vegas and just throw $100 on anyway. I'm not gonna do no shit like that. Yeah, my homeboy from France. Big Matt, he couldn't be here. So this is a Chilling with Dex episode. You just been a vibe with me. I'm chilling watching college football. I got the college football little streaming thing on, so I'm watching all the games right now. I'm looking at Georgia Tech, Clemson, Dabo Sweeney, the coach of Clemson. You're getting fired this year. Just know that right now. You're getting fired this year. What's up, Marcus? How you doing, big dog? What's happening with it, man? Hope everything's good with you, man. God bless everybody. God bless all of my subs. And I say subs not to be a weirdo, because some people say that shit. It be sounding weird when they say that. When I say subs, I mean subscribers, not anything weird or nothing like that. I hate to, have to clarify that, but I've been watching some other content creators, and they say sub. When they say sub, they say it in the weirdest way. So I'll just say supporters, just like I normally do, or subscribers. I'll say the whole full word, because I think subs is weird as a mother. Also, we got super chats now, stickers. You can become a member. You know what I'm saying? Become a member of Corner Store TV, please. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, that helps the algorithm. It helps more people find out about Corner Store Television, but it also helps me financially. And I'm sure everybody's going through a bunch of bullshit. I believe it would be a draw between Crawford and Canelo. That I don't believe, my bro. Sorry about that, but no. No, I think Crawford's actually going to beat him tonight. The only reason why I'd even remotely agree with you there, the dude that's promoting this fight is none other than the UFC owner. What's his name? Help me out. I know a bald head white guy. Got hair just like mine now. I can't think of his name to save my life right now. If somebody had a pistol to my head. Dana White. I just popped in my head as soon as I said that. Dana White is promoting this fight. There you go. You said it right. You said it right after I said it. That shit popped in my head. It was weird. But yeah, Dana White's the promoter of this fight. I'm not saying that the fix is in or any of that bullshit. I'm not saying anything about Dana in that regard. But if anything weird like that were to happen, it probably happened under Dana White's watch. That's just my opinion. Dana White, if you see this, which I doubt, but it'd be great if you did. That's not no shade at you or anything. It's just you're not a conventional promoter of that particular sport. UFC is totally different than boxing. People don't understand boxing should transition to UFC, and UFC fighters shouldn't transition to boxing. It's two different science. I believe boxing is technically more. I think boxing is a technically more advanced way of fighting, and I'll tell you why I mean that. You can only use your hands in boxing. Of course, you can move people, you can grab and do things like that, but the only way you can attack someone is with your fists. Where in UFC, you can utilize everything from, I don't know about headbutts. I don't think you can do headbutts in UFC. I don't think I've ever seen anybody hit anybody. If they did, yeah, somebody probably get fucked up real bad. But elbows, takedowns, body slams, chokeouts, leg locks. You can do every fucking thing in the UFC. And I think that bodes more. I believe a boxer, if he got the wherewithal to become a UFC fighter, he could do it. But I don't think it'd be as easy for a UFC fighter to become a boxer. Boxing is a skill that a lot of people don't have. You know what I'm saying? There's people out on the street that have street fights with people, and you can see they're naturally fighters, never been trained, nothing. You can see the stance and the way they move, that if you got them in the gym and you taught them the tricks of the trade, that they'll serve people up. Then there's people out there on the street that'll just grapple you and grab you, just grab you, slam you. Those are UFC fighters. If you see somebody fighting on the street like that, you just got to be able to distinguish between the two. They don't call boxing a sweet science for nothing. There's a real science to boxing, and to be able to move, counter, block, it's a science to that shit. Not saying that UFC fighters are not scientific, not saying that there's a science to fighting in the octagon or doing jiu-jitsu or whatever, because when you think about it, It's MMA, which means mixed martial arts. So a boxer could go do MMA, but he got to realize he's gonna get took down. He's gonna get, it's any type of fighting. You could go to the MMA. I mean, to the MMA. It don't matter if you, depending on what kind of fighting you do, you can go to the MMA. But boxing is boxing. Two guys go in there. They put their hands up. They say, "This is my left. I mean, this is my right. This is my left. These is what I'm gonna be trying to tag you with." You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that I have to say, boxing is a sweeter science than mixed martial arts, but mixed martial arts is dope in its own regard because it's just not everybody can do that shit. Not everybody can do mixed martial arts. That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers go in there and get their ass mixed. Next thing you know, you tapping a motherfucker on the shoulder. Let me go before I fucking go out. Which sport do you believe is more dangerous? I'm asking y'all. I believe MMA. I would agree with you there. I agree with you there, Marcus. MMA is really more stamina and timing. But you think timing too? I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think timing. I think timing is more of a boxing thing, as far as the hitting is concerned. In mixed martial arts, if you mean timing in the fact of not rushing or going too fast because you'll burn yourself out, I could kind of get with you there. But I don't think timing has a whole lot. I think technique in the MMA is more important. Now, techniques in boxing, there's only a few types of techniques in boxing. There's brawlers, there's movers, you know what I'm saying? There's people who, there's counter punchers like Floyd. Floyd's a counter puncher. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't attack until he feel like you weak, like he done got pow, oh shit, he's wobbly. That's when he'll attack. But he's a counter puncher. There's only a few types of boxing styles. And you know what I'm talking about because if you play Fight Night, they have those for you to choose what type of fighter your fighter's gonna be. And if you notice, there's only a limited, because it don't make no sense to make a boxing game if you don't put all the types of styles your fighter could be in the game. But in MMA, I think technique is what rules the day in that style of fighting. It's technique. And if your technique is sound, as well as your stamina, which you mentioned, and everything else, I think you could be pretty good. Because if you notice, like Israel Anasina, I think I'm saying his name right, as well as Silva, when he was doing his thing, their technique was amazing. Their technique was flawless. But as time went on, defending that belt in the MMA, as time went on, you started to see that the technique started to wane. What's up, Southern Girl? What's going on? Southern Girl in the building, y'all. Southern Girl in the building. Yo, it's a Chilling with Dex episode this morning on Saturday. Southern Girl. Corner Store International is not going to happen today. My boy Matthew over in France, he got ill. He's sick. He's not doing well. And so we decided, the best thing for him is to go see a doctor. You know what, guys? I'm noticing something on my my lives. It's saying that you guys, the people will join, and then the number of people will say 0. Could you guys please count yourselves? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I'm gonna do a roll call right now. I don't know why this shit does this every time. I don't understand. Is there something I'm not doing in the settings when I set up my lives? I don't understand this shit. I know the Southern Girl's in here. I know that Marcus is in here. I have 3 thumbs up, but it says 0 people is in the live. I don't understand that shit. I don't understand that shit. It's not counting the people. I'll go on Willie D live right now, which he probably is live. It'd be 600 motherfuckers in there. And And I'm not trying to count the people in the vein of being vain. I want a whole bunch of people. I want people to start enjoying the live, dude. You know, Marcus in the house. Marcus said, "What's up, the Southern girl?" It says there's only one person in here, but I know there's more than one. Are you guys hiding yourself from me or something? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the live chat. What do you think this is? What do you think? Why do you think YouTube is trying? Do you think it's YouTube? Let me not say that. I don't want to be crazy and disrespect uh, disrespect the parent company, so to speak. But I don't understand why. You know, now it's showing I got one person in there, which is dope. Show all my goddamn people. Show all my live streamers. Show all the people who's on the live. It's fucking Saturday, September 13th. You know what I'm saying? They could be doing anything, but they here on my live stream, and y'all won't show how many people on my live. I got people like Miss T Merck from Paris, France, like, why you don't have no people in your live? Because the shit's not showing. I don't fucking understand this shit. This is crazy. This game is actually pretty good. She's smiling. I like it. Thank you for the smiley face. Like I said before, you can now do super chats. You can now join a corner store as a member. You can. There's members. There's stickers. There's all kind of stuff. Also, I noticed people haven't really been hitting the merch store. I'm with Printify. Y'all. Printify. I need to find another one like Shopfy. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Shopfy, one of the hardest fucking things to set up I ever seen. Even Shopfy on demand. That shit is hard as hell. There's only so many t-shirt or stores that YouTube will allow. And I'm at the point where I can actually add my store. Well, my fucking store is on Printify. That's the only one I can find. I'm not rich at all. YouTube is always doing that mess. Yeah, YouTube be doing some wild shit. Now I got two people on the live. It's showing two people. I think they actually really be having somebody sitting up there monitoring, and then whoever that was just left or they took them off. See, that shit is pissing me off, bro. It's pissing me off. Either they're trying to discourage me or there's something I done to where it don't show people on the live chat. I don't get that. When I first started, I clicked the thing and it says it was going to be to show the people and all that. I don't get it. It's fucking weird. And it will piss you off because it makes you feel like you're not doing what you're trying to accomplish. You know, I wonder how many people like you got the I Show Speed Kid, who I have been. Yeah, I did that shit last night. If you'd have been here, let me go explain that again. Let me stop what I was saying since Southern Girl's late to the party. I cut my hair last night. I can't show you the little bump. It's right here, where my finger is. You know those bumps? We have very coarse hair, black people. Everybody know that. Our hair it curls. It curls. So, I was in the military. This is the reason why my neck is like this, because I had like real bad razor bumps. I was in the military in the late 80s to early 90s. They was really strict when it came to shaving. They didn't fuck around when it came to shaving back then. Today they kind of, from what I understand from people who's in there and just got out, they be kind of, you know what I'm saying? You could go and be kind of, as long as it's needed some weird. In the Navy, they really be bearded up sometimes in the Navy. I noticed that. But yeah, they should force us to shave, and you'd have to actually go to the doctor, to the MEP station, and be like, look at my neck, man, this bumps is, those bumps in black people, when you shave, the razor cuts the hair, and it cuts it down to a little nub. What that little nub does is it decides to go right back into the bump. And bumps, that's how those bumps, right back into the where it came from. And those bumps, and those hairs start to bump up on your skin. Well, that happens on your head too, believe it or not. Especially if you're doing something to stimulate your scalp, which I do with this. I try to scratch my head as much as I can to not only get, if it's dry, because I have oils and all kinds of stuff. I got Jamaican oil, like for this head right here, right now, I'm gonna put Jamaican oil on it, get it smooth so it won't look all rusty. Because when you use like alcohol or something on a bald head, if you black, that shit'll ash your head the fuck up. So you gotta grease it and oil it and all that stuff like that, and keep the. But anyway, I had a nice set of. I can grow hair as an old man. And I only call myself an old man because I'm older, man. I'm damn near 60 years old, feel great, look great, moving great. And I'm trying my best, especially last night. It was weird. I stretched last night. I don't know, I was just in the bed and I stretched. Which I do, I got yoga mat, all that bullshit in the crib. You try to get the blood rushing. But last night I did the wildest, best stretching, man, and pulled that Achilles on my legs, and I was like down for a good 10 minutes, man. I don't know, the blood was flowing like mud, so I felt really, that shit means something. Don't get it twisted. I did let myself go. After the military, I was incredible. And that was moons ago. I keep bringing up the military. That was many, many, many years ago. But when the stresses of life and going to work and take care of the kids and you trying to do this and you want to do that and you got this on your head and, I know it sounds like a cop-out, like a weak-ass motherfucking explanation, but there's so many people out there that's heavy and then didn't take care of their health, didn't eat right and all that. That's stress, man. That's life and trying to keep these bills. Hell, I just paid my car note 2 weeks ago. Nah, not even 2 weeks. And the fucking bill already here. I called him. I'm like, why I owe this? I was like, oh, that's from that. I'm like, you motherfuckers already own it? Damn. I can't get it a 4 or 5 days before the time I'm supposed to pay. I don't understand this shit, man. God, it is what it is. And when you're trying to accomplish other things, to be able to afford yourself the opportunity to not have to worry about when a bill comes. I wait for the day when a bill comes and I go, okay, cool. How many people can say, okay, cool, take care of that, boom. I work for Mark Garagos, and you can look this up. Mark Garagos is one of the most famous attorneys, not only in California, but in the United States. He's represented people like Mike Tyson, Elgin Baylor, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown in the Rihanna case. I worked for that man for a good while. He has a restaurant. If you ever come to California, he has a restaurant downtown, right across the street from the Bonaventure and the W Hotel, called Engine Company 28. It's one of the first fire houses in LA history. They even got a sign inside of the restaurant and also upstairs. His law firm is right upstairs. Beautiful little building. But it was one of the first firehouses in Los Angeles City. One of the first firehouses. And he bought it, renovated it. He owns another building, which is like a 20-story building, right behind it called a Fine Arts Building. This man has bread. I only brought him up to say, why did I bring up Mark? I'm losing my fucking train of thought. I only brought him up to say, I believe, is, I did lose my train of thought. I don't know why the fuck I brought him up. Y'all remember? Oh, shit. I don't know. All I know is this. We try every day to become the best. Oh, I know why I brought him up. We try every day to become our best selves. And I noticed after working for somebody like Mark Garagos, who's a real cool dude, by the way. I thought he would be a jerk, but he was great. His business partner, on the other hand, or the partner in the law firm, I don't think dude liked me, hence one of the reasons why I'm not there now. Mark is obviously a wealthy man. And when people have wealth and understand the law in this country and how to deal with creditors, They tell creditors to go kiss their ass all the time. I've heard him say it to people. I heard him say this to a wine vendor who came in, or I think he was a wine vendor. Yeah, because the restaurant, you know, they obviously serve wine, champagne, and things of that nature. And this particular vendor was coming in to have him supposedly pay a bill that they owed, $8,000 or some shit like that. I hate to be putting your business out there too, Mr. Garagos, if you ever just happen to see this. I just remember how dope this was when you told that man to go fuck himself. Dude's trying to actually talk crazy to Mark Garagos in his own restaurant. He's like, who the fuck you talking to? He said, fuck your company. Matter of fact, sue me for the $8,000. I don't give a fuck. I can find a wine vendor anywhere in this town. Don't you ever come into my place of business. I'll just say place of business. Or my restaurant and dictate to me that I owe you. You'll get paid. We pay. Man, he went off on that man. The only reason he could be able to do that is because he got the bread to do it. And he also has the know-how to take them in court and have them tied up in litigation so long that they'll spend $20,000 trying to get back the $8,000 that he fucking supposedly owe him. You got to be a boss to be able to do that. This is the reason why most people who are regular people, you see them on videos all the time. The video of the black guy who was in the truck that went to some lumber yard and about 10, 15 white guys looked like they was going to try to jump him and all this. That's a regular job, driving a truck. Even if he owns that truck and he's an independent operator. Even if he owns that truck and he's an independent operator, you still got to be out there in the fog at some lumber yard in the middle of bumfuck North Carolina somewhere. And you have to beck and call of whoever contracted you to pick up the wood, drop off the wood, or whatever the fuck they was doing. When you a cat like Mark Garagos, yeah, you in the courtroom, you talk, but every one of them damn judges even know you and gotta respect you when you're a boss. Not only that, Mark don't necessarily have to take any, he'll take your case, but he'll put a subordinate attorney on that case and advise him of what he thinks he should do. If you notice, Mark Garagos don't get up out of his bed and put on his house shoes to answer the door unless that door has a high-profile client behind it when they knock. Somebody called me. Who is? Oh, that's a bill. See, bill collector. Fuck them. And guess who that is? Spectrum. They already calling for the internet bill, which I pay religiously. Obviously I do, or I wouldn't be talking to you. These bills will keep coming, even when you're dead. And when you don't answer the call, whoever is taking care of your bereavement, meaning burying you, they answer the phone, and guess what the bill collector says? Oh, we're calling about Mr. Davis and the debt that he owes us. Can we speak to him? Oh, Mr. Davis passed away the other day. Really? Oh, we're so sorry to hear that. Our condolences, our deepest thoughts and prayers to you. Oh, in this crazy time, I'm so sorry to hear that. But I do have to ask, is there anyone that's going to be taking care of this bill since he's passed away? You know damn well that's what they gonna do. They don't give a damn about you. Nobody don't care about you, man. They want their bread. They want their bread. And guess what? They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. Goddamn right they're gonna get it. Because that's what this place is all about. Now, some people will see my live and say, well, you can't live for free. You can't have power free. You can't have internet for free. Well, guess what? My homeboy who would have been on the show today from Nantes, France, a lot of them do get internet for free. A lot of them do get medical for free. A lot of them do go to college for free. Yeah. That's the stuff that people be talking about over here. These people, the crazy thing about Our political climate over here, which I hate to start talking about, because really I'm on here talking about sports and everything, and I'm chilling today. But I gotta say this. This place will have its own citizens speaking against things that could help them immensely in their lives, like free medical care, free college. What else do they do over there? Some people get free cribs, or all of that, which will not only help the United States, it'll help the gross national product, which they care about so much. The gross national product being selling things. And see, the reason why they don't want you to have no money is because they want you pissed off and they want you scared all the time. Because if they actually helped us, let's just say they reparated blacks and they was just like, fuck it, we gonna get them a couple of dollars. And they, for some reason, they picked a number like $100,000 and they gave it to us. Guess what? That money would come right back to them. And the economy would go through the roof. Because you know people ain't smart enough to invest. You know people ain't smart enough to go to get a mutual fund in power and industry, or what do they call it, in energy. You go get you a mutual fund from one of these brokers, Morgan Stanley, Putnam Investments, and put $20,000 in an account. You'll get $3,000 to $7,000 in interest payments every 3 months. You'll never have to work again. If you got $100,000 and you took $40,000 of it every 3 months, and then think about this: it's 12 months in a year, right? 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. 3 times 4 is what? That's how much money you'd be making just sitting on your ass. If you just took $40,000 and invested it in some mutual accounts. I just schooled you on some shit. That's where I'm headed. All I need is some capital. All I need to do is find me a broker. All I need to do is find me an insurance person so I can get some insurance policies you could borrow money on. Yeah, you know that, huh? Yeah. They ain't tell us none of this stuff when we was growing up. Our parents didn't even know. I love my mom to death. She ain't helped me balance my checkbook. I had to learn all this shit through trial and error. And that's the reason why we always fucked up financially, because we don't know nothing. Most people go to work every day, hustle on the side, and they save every fucking dollar. That's it. See, Marcus and me, you know what, Marcus? You and I are more alike than, I believe that's the reason why you one of the people on my, that's a subscriber to my pod, because you see exactly where I'm coming from, my guy. You see all of this stuff you find out late in life. Even though I was in the military, guess what? None of them told me about what I should be doing with my stuff. All they told you is, well, you can get an allotment. An allotment is a portion of money taken out of your pay every month that goes to an account. Maybe it's back home. Maybe you send it to your mom to say, and that's a lot of people did, man. This is a true story, and I'll never forget this. People are human beings, even your parents, family members, whatnot. I had a homeboy who was from, I'm gonna say Alabama, even though I was born there. And that's where I was. That's where I came from when I came to the West Coast at 5. But he was from a small town, Alabama, and he had an allotment. He was one of them dudes who were very particular, meaning that he didn't go out much. So he said he ain't spend no money. They spend money on beer, and videos, because it was videotape, believe it or not, when I was in the army, and hanging out and playing CDs and shit. I think the biggest money he spent was on a little stereo that he put by his bed, like everybody did. Everybody had it. I was one of them motherfuckers. I like to look good, even though I'm in Germany, but I'm still trying to be who I was when I was back home. So we spent money. You know, I did save some, But we spent majority of hours just chilling and going out and going to different countries and shit, and parties and clubs and whatnot. Dude didn't do that. He used to just stay at the barracks or go to the movies on post. He didn't do shit. Or he went to Swankford. The farthest they went is a town right over from where we were. It's a little bigger, had a little bit more to do. Then they would come back. That motherfucker sent almost all his pay home. Because when you're in the military, you really don't want for anything. You got a bed, you give you 3 hots and a cot. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to wear nothing but the army t-shirt and pair of jeans, or if that, I mean, you might not be trying to impress nobody. And those girls over there weren't impressed by dressing up and all that. We found that out late. At least I did. I thought every woman around the world liked a dude to dress nice, nice shoes. Them German girls didn't give a fuck about that. As long as you was in shape and as long as you look good, they was with it. But your mind, you still stuck in the States. Oh boy didn't even give a shit about none of that. That nigga was chilling. He sent that money home, and he would always talk about, man, yeah, man. At last count, bro, I think I got like $26,000 waiting on me when I get to the crib, or something. I don't know if it was that amount. I think it was a little lower than that, but it was some thousands, because we was there for a minute. Now he would send home at least 700, 800 to 1,000 every check. Bow, 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 bow. And we was over there a good minute. Man, that brother said he got a call talking about they blew half his money. All these different things that happened. Oh, we had to do this and we had to do that, and they cut the lights off and they did this. That nigga was hot. You talking about somebody crying? He said, they didn't pay my money, man. I'm going back home. I ain't going to have all my money. I only got like $10,000 left. And even back then, it was like the 90s. You imagine coming back home in the 90s and you got about $25,000, $30,000 waiting on that you done saved after all that hard work you did in the military. Georgia Tech out here beating Clemson 13-0. Clemson going to be 1-2. They'll fire Dabo Swinney's ass this season before the season even stops. And I'm telling you, it get bad enough. Them Clemson fans is just like Alabama fans, Florida State fans, all them fans. The Clemson Tigers is known to be ass whoopers. And Dabo Swinney's letting Georgia Tech, they ain't scored nothing. They look like they on their way to scoring right now, but come on, man. Y'all tripping. Dabo Swinney, he about to get fired. Anyway, the homie lost all his money. So it's nothing better than knowing how to, at least do or deal with money, bro. To at least deal with money on a certain level. And we've never, ever, ever, ever been really fiscally savvy. We've never been taught how to, to handle our paper. You know what I'm saying? There's been so much on our plate. We've always had to be 5 to 10 times better on jobs. We've always had to be 5 to 100 times better in sports, depending on what sport it is. We've always had to be so much better and always be on guard and always be safe. And, you know what I'm saying? They want safe blacks, on these jobs. They want safe anything this color. Even if you sound like, you was born in Tuscaloosa? I was born in Montgomery. That's great. No wonder we cool. I knew it was, for all niggas is from the South, so I don't know why motherfuckers be acting like, I'm from New York. Nigga, no. Just go down your roots. I don't give a shit if you was born in a hospital in Brooklyn, nigga. You a Southerner, but, you know what I'm saying? You might be a Yankee by birth, motherfucker, but you a Southerner in your heart. Because all of us came through there because of the transatlantic, if you know what I mean. We all came from the South some kind of way. I can't say that for all blacks, because a lot of black people in this country may not even consider themselves black. Some speak Spanish, like Dominican. I'm Dominican. I know black. I'm Dominican. I know black. You black, nigga. The most disrespectful thing is not even the fact that you want to admit that you black. The most disrespectful thing is that you want to acknowledge that a Spanish motherfucker from Spain fucked the shit out of your lineage, and y'all speak Spanish because of it. The same thing could be said for Filipinos. Y'all speak Spanish only because the Spanish was fucking the shit out of y'all. I mean, it is what it is. You can get mad. I am not saying nothing to piss nobody off. These are just the facts. Same thing with Puerto Ricans. Same thing with Haitians. Whatever language you speak, other than the language that y'all had before they showed up, those are the peoples that was raping y'all. It's just the truth. I'm sorry. I hate to be honest like that. See, soon as I said that, I think they want you to be so family friendly. Soon as I said that, my live thing went to zero. Like there's nobody in here now. They don't want, you know what? I think they really are suppressing me, man. Wow. I'm gonna do a test right now. If anybody's in the chat right now, in the live chat, please send me a message in the live chat. Send me a message right now. Send me a message. I know this. It now to pop back up that there's one person. If you in the live chat, send me a message right now. Everybody, because I think they're trying to suppress me, man. They're trying to suppress me. I guess they look now that person's gone. My family lineage is Oklahoma City, South Carolina, and Tallahassee. That's pretty wild. I think mine is Alabama and Florida. I know Alabama and Florida respectively. I know I got family supposed to live in Michigan too. A lot of these people are on my dad's side. Okay, Marcus is in here. It says zero people is in here, Marcus. It says zero people is in here. Southern Girl, are you still here? Anybody let me know if you're in the live chat. How you know what? I think this shit is taking too long to get to y'all too. I'll be talking and the shit'll go. I don't understand this shit, man. I don't understand YouTube, bro. They might be trying to tell me to get up off of this motherfucker. Marcus is here. Hello, Marcus. I see you, dog. Who else is in the live, man? Come on now. Show your face. Show your face. Oh shit! Don't be surprised, man. If you ever try to, I don't know, man. I don't have the one thing I don't. Southern girls in here, see, it takes so long and it's not your fault. You guys responding, and that's great. It might be my goddamn internet speed. I don't know. That could be an issue. I might have to do a speed test. I might have to call them niggas after I get out of here. Cause that shit crazy how my live chats be slower than molasses. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saying, hey, and now there's nobody in the live now. There's nobody there. Nobody there. Zero people. It says there's no one there. I'm 43 minutes and 15 seconds in. Okay, Clemson finally scored. It's now 13. Let me see what other games is on. Look at Dabo Sweeney clapping his ass off. You better clap. Them motherfuckers get your ass. Don't let them kids get you fired, bro. Yeah, the delay is crazy. See, I'm just getting y'all. Southern Girl said for sure. I'm just getting that now. And it says I always wondered that myself. How long is the delay from you to us? If you notice, hey, I know y'all probably be wondering. You two right here, I love y'all very much because you guys really show me a lot of love and you show up. But I'm sure you probably wonder why people in California don't be on my live stream. I got a lot of friends too. Let me say that. I got a lot of acquaintances. I live in the valley. And if you don't know California, there's a few valleys. Coachella, Antelope Valley, there's all types of valleys out here. All of those areas have different communities in them. Well, this particular valley is the San Fernando Valley. And it's maybe 20, well, where I live is in good traffic is about 28 minutes to 30 minutes from Los Angeles, South Central, downtown, the whole shit. In good traffic. In bad traffic, probably take you an hour. It shouldn't take you that long. Motherfuckers be talking about, damn, you live far. I actually do not live far from LA. I can be in LA in 15, 20 minutes. You know, if I go at night, I'm there because I be flying like a motherfucker. But I moved out in this particular area for a reason. If you've ever been, if you've ever been to California, you know LA can be a little, you know what I'm saying, it can get on your nerves from time to time. I love LA. That's where I grew up. Crenshaw High, Class 84, all that. But after a while, man, you get tired of some of the shit that be going on out there. The only way you go in LA, you gonna live comfortably is if you move not in an area necessarily, but at least in a house or somewhere where it's like you got a little bit more control over your surroundings. If you own a house and a motherfucker come on your yard or come and be yelling in front of, then you can handle motherfuckers a little bit better. But you in an apartment or some old bullshit like that, you ain't got a lot of control over what people be doing. You know what I'm saying? Or how they be acting, or parking. That's another thing about California too that they got really, really fucking outrageous in the parking. If in LA everything is like all on top of each other, everything is like this. Especially if you ain't in a house on a street, like a nice neighborhood street where niggas can just park. And man, where I lived, Baldwin Hills, nice areas, Black Beverly Hills, they consider it and all that. And there's a lot of parts beautiful. You be like, damn, these $1 million homes sitting right above your head. But if you're in an apartment in a neighborhood in the surrounding area, man, I used to come home. When I first moved in an apartment I used to live in Baldwin Hills back in 2010, you actually could come home at 7, 8, 9, probably the latest 10, and get a parking spot. As I lived there over the time, I stayed in that apartment from 2010 till 3 years ago, before I moved here. You couldn't even find. I used to have to go places and try to make it home before 5, 6 o'clock, or you'd have to park 2, 3 blocks away. No bullshit. No bullshit. This shit is fucking crazy, bro. I have come home. Not to talk about my personal life, but I had came home with a date. Couldn't find a spot. Now, mind you, this particular building, we had garages. This is how the garages were configured. Tell me how fucking stupid this shit is. When you coming down the alley, which in the alley where I stayed, it's just too many fucking motherfuckers. Motherfuckers would be out in that back alley sitting on couches niggas and threw away by the dumpster like they was at home. Out there just sitting out there smoking whatever. Just living like motherfucking monsters in that alley. Now this is how the parking was in the back. Big ass driveway. Just like this. Like a U. Just like this. 2 garages right here. 2 garages right here. 2 garages right here, 2 garages right here. That's how that shit was. Okay, just like that. When you pulled in, like my garage, thinking about it, was like right here. And there's the gate that you come in to get to the property to go up to the building. Right? Imagine having to come into that. If everybody would go into their garage and park, that's how it work. Okay? Sometimes you would come back. Let's imagine the driveway is empty. I've come home and parked on the street and went upstairs and was in the house and went outside to throw trash away because the dumpster's out back. You got to go all the way downstairs, go out the gate and throw the trash. I've come out and motherfuckers from the hood, I won't say what set it was. It's like gangbangers and gang members. Niggas was doing a video in our little driveway, had cars, all kinds of shit. Nobody knew them niggas. They didn't live in the building, nothing. When I said, what's up with it, y'all? They said, what's up, OG? And all that. Yeah, what's going on? Da, 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 da. They out there doing music video. Banging. It's like, what you gonna do? What can you do? You go up in the crib, you go do what you do, and you chill. I had a delivery. Somebody brought a delivery to my crib. He's a white guy. And we were standing outside after he did what he did and whatnot. And I was talking to him, thank you, you know what I'm saying, bringing that. And he stood on the street, and my street, it's like on a hill. Airborne, you go up the hill like this a little bit. It's not steep, but if you right in the middle, I'm in the middle, like you can see all the downtown, the Hollywood sign, all that. The view is cool. And he said, damn, I've never been over here before. He said, you can see the view. It's beautiful. Man, this neighborhood's great. I'm looking at this motherfucker. I said, dude, you don't know shit. Now, gentrification has started not an exodus, but an incidents or whatever. People coming in of all nationalities. That Asian, whites, everything. I was talking to a neighbor before I moved from there. I'm from Ohio. We're from Ohio. We just moved here to California and bought, and they were buying. They weren't renting. They were buying these old apartments because they were now like condominiums. You know, like the one I lived in and rented from private owners. Each one of the apartments was owned by somebody private. So it was almost like New York in a lot of ways. A lot of people don't realize they sell apartments in New York. I had never heard of that before. I was like, I thought you only rented apartments, but yeah, they, you know, if they consider that building like a condo, and they have not, yeah, I guess an HOA, and also a management company, they can say it's a condo. You know what I'm saying? It's owned. All of the condominiums or the apartments were owned by individuals. So people were buying those shits, not knowing that you have people in the morning. I remember I was in bed one day, and everybody know this area. If you don't know the area I'm talking about, it's called the Jungle in LA. It's right in Baldwin Hills, California. Look it up. That's where they shot Training Day. They shot Training Day 2 blocks from my house. On this one street. The gang that's over there in that hood is BPS, Black P Stone. They Bloods. And it's been that way since I was a little fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? The prices of the buildings and all that have gone up and down in value over the years. At one time, it was so ganged up and bad over there. They had to do a whole big dragnet and just sweep the whole motherfucker and take all of the gang members out there just so the people that own property could to make some. Nah, he not from there. Monster's not. Nah, he not from. Monster's not from BPS. Monster's a Crip. Fuck, I know where he from. He a Crip. God damn it, Monster Cody was going at it with the '60s. It was 2 Crip gangs going at each other at one time, and Monster Cody was, and they called him a monster because when he was a young man, he was so vicious that he beat this one dude up so bad that he pulverized his face to where he was unrecognizable. They had to have a closed casket, and somebody said, "Damn, it looked like a monster did that to this nigga," and that's where his nickname came from. I'm trying to remember. See, I don't want to call the wrong gang. I sound like a goddamn fool. But the problem, Monster was a real thorn in the '60s. 8 trays. There you go. Trey 8. It's not Trey 8. It's 8 Trey. My bad. 8 Trey Gangsta Crips. He's from 8 Trey, and 8 Trey and 6 O's was going at it heavy back then. Super heavy. A lot of people died during that little. You know, I think to this day they still got problems with them. Obviously, it's not to the extent that it was, but yeah, BPS. If I remember correctly, and I don't want to say the wrong thing, I remember correctly. I think BPS. I think they still might. I think they have an issue with 60. There's some. It's weird how the dynamic of gangs in LA is. It used to be strictly Crips with Crips. Bloods was Bloods, and then there was little skirmishes that would happen with certain, you know, it's such a crazy ass thing with the gang stuff. It's crazy as hell. But Monster was feared in this town. That man got a reputation. They couldn't let him live. Now, Chucky Williams was another one. Those are probably the two that had the biggest ringing out here. There's others, obviously, and Big U, obviously being a leader or one of the main guys from 6-0. His name rang out there in them streets. Niggas know who these cats is, and whatnot. But look, man, I only brought that up to say, if you wasn't with the bullshit, they 9 times out of 10 niggas didn't fuck with you. And plus, niggas knew me over there anyway. Not in the sense of like, oh, he a gang. No, niggas just knew me. They knew OG was cool. I'm not gonna tell you about my day in the sun. In regards to that shit, they ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. I'm gonna leave that alone. But I moved to the V for peace and quiet, and that's exactly what the fuck I got. The only thing that's probably not the best thing about living in San Fernando Valley, or any of these other valleys too, out in the sticks, is the heat. It gets hot in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They do it everywhere, Southern Girl. If you talking about New York, they definitely do it in New York now. A lot of the things that's going on in New York now is because of West Coast gang activity as well as Chicago gang activity. New York wasn't really known for that for a long, long time. They were known for stuff going on in their prospective neighborhoods and boroughs, but it was more stick-up kid type stuff. Like DMX was a stick-up kid, self-proclaimed. Everybody knew that's what he did. Mobb Deep, same thing. And even though when they were saying, people made it seem like Mobb Deep was a gang, they were, but not in the sense of gang banging. You know what I'm saying? They got money, just like everybody else. When you look at Paid in Full, the movie Dame Dash produced with Mekhi Phifer and old boy from The Wire, I know his name, I just can't call it right now, as well as Cameron. They're kicking it out there is different than ours. It was on some get money, look fresh. Yeah, we'll shoot you and all that and everything, but it wasn't on no gang shit. It wasn't no politics. Was all about selling dope and paying me my money, or if I front you this and shit like that. Even Biggie said it in the 10 Crack Commandments. He said if you want, don't never take nothing on consignment. If you can't, basically one of the rules was don't take nothing on consignment if you know you can't sell that shit to get that money back to the niggas you got fronted to wait. Because you'll come home and they'll be waiting for your ass at your kitchen table, not trying to hear nothing but where my bread at. But in California, it was supposed to be on the premise of almost like the mob, to where Chicago kept it on that premise for a long time. It was a lot of respect, and they did all them shakes and all that, and in Chicago, you know what I'm saying, they made it about knowing niggas had to know their little credos and all that stuff. It was in a sense, it was even kind of religious in a sense, but it was a lot of respect. Niggas would, because my play cousin, God rest his soul, Brian Myers, he's from Chicago. He was a vice lord from the north side of Chicago, not north side, but I think it was the west side or something like that. Northwestern University is where he was. He was a traveler vice lord. He was TVL. And he was telling me about how much of the discipline that they would have, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was folk kind of hustlers, or whether it was vice lords, or whether it was the other ones, the blue guys, disciples, whether it was them. There was a lot of rules and regulations you had to follow. In a sense, it was kind of like that in West Coast gang culture, but not as much. They didn't hold you to no credence other than go out there and do shit for the gang and put in work. You know what I'm saying? They want to see what you was all about. Here, they'll put a gun in your hand as a little kid and go over there and shoot that nigga, or go do this, or fight this nigga, or they go someplace or something like that. It wasn't as much structure as all these other places. Hey man, that culture is just ridiculous. I always thought that we killing each other We have been mentally brainwashed to doing this shit to each other, and it's done nothing but take away our soldiers. Because that's all they are. They're soldiers. Them dudes in prison, no matter what's going on in their head, mentally or whatever, those are some of the guys that will be here to help us if it go down in this country. If they were to start tripping and all that. Who do you think they're going to kill first if they start doing some real political racist shit? They're gonna go right to the prisons, and they're gonna line them dudes up, and they're gonna kill them because they know those are the warriors. They have to lock them warriors up. Those are the real warriors that if they was out on the street and it was some kind of racial uprising or unrest, shit, them just dudes that's gonna be down to do anything to get motherfuckers up off of us. They understand that. That's why they lock their asses up. And that's facts. I don't care what nobody say. That's a plan. That was a coordinated plan to flood the streets with dope, guns all over the country, to see how much of it could destroy people and also incarcerate. But it kind of backfired because people ended up still doing well in our communities, whether it be black or brown. You can't tell me Hispanics ain't doing good in this country. You cannot tell me Hispanics are not doing well here. Some of them are doing so well that they are trying to hang on to it as hard as they can. Did I say birthday live? I didn't mean to put this up here. This is not my birthday live stream. I fucked up. Matter of fact, let me change that. Hold on. Oh, it won't let me do it. Oh, anyway, it's not my birthday live stream. Let me go ahead and say that right now. I didn't mean to put this up. I should have put my other one up. I apologize to y'all. Y'all probably think it's my birthday. My birthday was September 4th. I'm just realizing this because I couldn't see it because of the counter and all that it says birthday live stream. I didn't, my bad. I need to go ahead and delete that shit. But yeah, I'm basically just sitting here, y'all, chilling. The homie couldn't be here today. He's sick, way across the water, probably at home right now, taking some fucking what do they call that shit? Penicillin, amoxicillin. You know what I mean? I hate to laugh because I know a summer cold. If you've had a summer cold before, they're the worst colds to have. It's one thing to get a cold in the winter, but to get a cold in the summer and get a fever, you could die from that. I heard that you could die from being sick during the summer months because it's so hot. You gotta have that air conditioner on, which could make you sicker. And you gotta sweat that shit out. You gotta sweat. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you get a fever, a lot of people don't understand why you get a fever. You get a fever to let you know you're not well and that your antibodies in your body is fighting the shit off. That's why you get so hot. You get a fever because that's, it's trying to fight that shit off and it's raising your body temperature. All of that shit is working in there. You know what I'm saying? It's got your body temperature real high. And obviously, some people have not even taken medicines and had fevers and stuff like that and it's sweated it out. But 9 times out of 10, if you get sick, obviously you want to seek medical attention. Get some type of, you could just do some Advil and get your fever to come down, or even getting a cold shower, or getting, that some people get so hot where they have to put you in an ice bath to cool your body down. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's sick during the summer months, you know what I'm talking about. And the homeboy from France woke up feeling weak. He didn't feel well. I think he might even had a fever. So everybody give a shout out to my homeboy, Matthew from France. He couldn't be with us today. And that's the reason why I'm doing Chilling with Dex. And my dumb ass didn't even realize it said birthday live stream. This is not my fucking birthday, and I apologize for that. Oh, you sick? Oh no, man, for real? That's not what's up, dog. That's not what's up. Oh, I want to thank you too, man. So far, you the only person, Marcus Burks, that have blessed me with some paper, meaning actual dollars. And I want to thank you for that, bro. I want to thank you for that, bro, man. That really that really touched me, and that ain't no weirdo homo bullshit. Pause. That touched me because it was like it's almost like your first dollar you made at a business. You know how they frame that dollar and hang it on the wall and be like, yeah, this is the first dollar ever made here at this business, whatever. I can consider what you did very similar. I wish I could have framed that. I think I might even take a screenshot of it. YouTube have already taken their portion of it out, so it's not the same amount that you sent. That's how it is, man. You already know. Even they want their bread too. So the bill collector never stops, dog. So uh, yeah, man. So all I can ask you, Southern Girl, and whoever else is on the live, I got 4 thumbs up. Thank y'all so much. If y'all want to super chat me, regular chat me, join do a subscription for your boy. Subscribe to the channel. Share this live stream. Share my other content. Share all those stories. And shorts, not stories. Share all those shorts. If you love music, I don't have a man because these guys are mean. What you talk? Wait a minute now. Let me. I'm only laughing because of the way you said it. Could you split? Now that I'm not going nowhere now. After you said that, I need you and Marcus to ask me any questions you want to ask. You make that comment, Southern Girl, that all guys are mean. I need you to explain that to me. And you guys can ask me any questions you want. Ask me anything you want. You had me laughing right there. That's why I leaned back so far. That shit was funny. So y'all can ask me anything you want, man. Not obviously if it's too personal, I'm gonna be like pass or whatever. But what do you mean by that, Southern Girl? You don't have a man because these guys are mean. Not all. What guys are you talking about? You talking about where you live in New York? Marcus just became a member, man. Hey, let's go, man. Thank you, bro. The homie just became a member, man. I got my first member to the fan club. Thank you so much. And now it ain't no fan club. It's the supporter green room. That's what I call it. It is the supporter green room. I gotta take a drink for that. Supporter green room. Let's go down the line. I gotta see who's playing now. Hold on. Okay, they back on that. Northwestern's getting beaten by Oregon 17-0. Northwestern football and fell off. What is this? Alabama. Oh, damn. Wisconsin football and fell off. Alabama beating the shit out of them in the third quarter, 28-7. And Wisconsin was 2-0. Alabama was 1-1 after losing to Florida State in the opening. And that's my team, by the way, Florida State. I am an Alabama fan, too. But when Nick Saban... Oh, what a move. Damn. I know y'all can't see that shit. I got the thing up. I was dumb as hell. Oh, shit. Look at that. Now, I'm going to tell you what those emojis mean. Obviously, come get something from the store, Corner Store Television, chilling with Dex. And that one giant big monster emoji, that is an emoji or a picture of a monster waking up from its slumber. but I guess you could say I was trying to say that's my mindset, that's my mentality. I was a sleeping giant, and I woke up. Uh, I woke up from my slumber, man. I'm trying to get this shit. Somebody said something last night on Shark Tank. I watch Shark Tank a lot. I'm a huge fan. Mostly be reruns, but I do watch some of the newer episodes. Some guy came on there with his son, and turns out he was the founder of Gorilla Glue. He was the actual guy who started Gorilla Glue. He sold the rights to Gorilla Glue to whoever, and they went on and Gorilla Glue with the commercials and da 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 da. But dude sold that. But his son came in there with an idea about some glasses you could pop on your wrist. It was like readers. And a lot of times I wear glasses now, and they bifocals too. So I have short and long sight. So it's crazy. One eye stigmatism, one eye. It's fucking crazy. Never had that before. All of a sudden I can't see as well. But these glasses he had were really tight. Forget the product. What the guy said about his son when they was talking about his father and the $600,000 investment he made into his son's product, he said, "I'm trying to leave something for my children, man. We're not long for this world." I said this on another podcast before, that we're not long for this world, bro. This shit could be over. I could get off this live and jump in my car and go to the store like I'm planning on doing, and be dead as fuck. Get hit by anything. Of course, I'm not asking for that to happen, but I'm just saying that's the facts. After this dude then got, knocked off the other day, you don't know what mindset people got or nothing now. You don't know, as a black person, we really got to keep our head on the swivel all the time. So with that said, I'm trying to leave something to my kids, man. Corner Store Television. Corner Store Television is not just some bullshit for me to sit here because I'm bored and I ain't got nothing to do during the week, any of that shit. I'm trying to actually be a content creator. I'm actually trying to put some stuff on that makes you feel nostalgic about, your life in this country. Everybody knows between 1975 and almost 2000 was some of the best years of hip hop. And that's the reason why I got all that music on there. I posted a short with D-Train. You're the one for me. Y'all remember that song? Yeah, motherfucker, I put that shit out. That's one of my... When I think of them fucking songs, I think of back in the day when niggas was at them parties, when I was in high school. All of that shit. God has been so good to us. No matter how negative and how fucked up things have been in this world, in this country, you can admit that there were some times that you had some good times. They were fleeting. Good times are very fleeting, meaning they only last a short period, but they do happen. I couldn't be more blessed to have Marcus Banks become a member of Corner Store Television. He's one of the first. He's one of the first people to give me $1. Anyone who sent me money through other means, I'll give you all the props in the world. Cash App, PayPal. I've had people do that. I've had somebody say, "Oh man, I love you live. What's your PayPal? Send me a couple of dollars." But and obviously that was before I was monetized on YouTube, where I have the ability to have Marcus do what he did today. But it would mean a whole lot more to do exactly what he did just now. Look, he taking all the emojis and put them up there. I love you, bro. That's my dog. Shit, Shark Tank, a great show if you want to learn some of the talking points of negotiating in a business situation. If you have 100% of, say you start a company, you got 100% of that company, and you want to keep at least 50% of the company if you were to let somebody invest, now you know you got 50% to play with. If you go into a business negotiation with someone and you're looking for them to be an investor, and you know how much your product has been selling, you know the potential of what it'll sell the next year are based off of sales, the current year you got going. You give them your projections, and you make your you ask for the money that you want them to invest accordingly. So if you come into a situation, you say, "Well, I'm here to see if I can get an investment of $500,000 in my company for a 10% stake." They're going to evaluate that stake from 10%. You know, so that's like a $3 million valuation, you know, and shit like that. Because people are like, okay, you're saying your company is worth $3 million. Your company's worth $5 million. Your company's worth this and that. You can learn all those ins and outs that way. What? Let's fucking go, man. Let's go, Marcus, bro. Good looking out, dog. Keep up the positive words. Keep being the intelligent brother you are. Much respect to you always, OMD.
If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia. Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across a range of schizophrenia symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no
Look, man. That's one of the nicest things anybody's ever said to me, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you very, very much. And thank you for your contribution right now to the pod and to my I don't really know what else to say, man. I don't really know what else to say. God bless. And I'm gonna keep trying my best, man. Every day. I'm gonna keep trying my best. Yeah. My son is very proud of me. My son is in the Navy. He's in Norfolk, Virginia. Obviously, he's from, he was born here in Los Angeles. Grew up in a few cities. Bellflower is where he was born. Bellflower, California is where he was born. Kaiser. Shout out to Kaiser for bringing my son to the world. We lived in West Los Angeles for a time. We moved from West Los Angeles to Inglewood for a time. After that, his mother and I separated. I've never been married, by the way. Well, we went our separate ways, and the kids went with her. I saw them often. Obviously, I was never not in my kids' life, and they moved to Compton. So he grew up the rest of his life, his high school life, living in Compton. He didn't actually go to school in Compton. He went to school in Lawndale. He actually went to Lawndale High School, which is a pretty decent school. All the schools in California now have a bunch of knuckleheads in them. I don't give a fuck where you go. You can go to Mater Dei in Orange County. You still gonna deal with a dumbass. So, and I think that's pretty much all over the country now. Kids are just not the same. And I'm not saying we were any better than them when we were in school, but it seemed like our children back in the day had a lot more respect and a lot more of a healthy fear of adults. Kids don't have that same fear of adults or authority like we did when we was coming up, and that's the reason why people are the way they are today. They don't have no respect and all that. That's just my opinion. You know damn well when we was growing up. Hell, there was a time when we was growing up, if y'all around my age, and I believe you are, when we used to get beat in school. We used to actually get whooped in school before it was illegal to do so. And even though kids knew they would get a spanking, they still would act up in school. It wasn't like that was going to stop. People just have a lot of behavioral issues, and it's hard to keep. School is a test more than it is you learning anything. It's a test. If you notice, schools don't look no different than prisons. Prisons got buses, schools got buses. Prisons have lunchrooms, schools have lunchrooms. The only difference is instead of going to a cell, you go to a classroom. And I always felt very shut in when those classroom doors were closed. It felt like you was trapped. And the only time your ass could get out of them classrooms is when the bell rung. Y'all ever notice that? It was very psychological in a lot of ways. What they were doing is they were training to see which of the individuals at that age depending on what grade you were in, could sit still and do their job and mind their business and be the worker bee that they're looking for. If you notice, some kids in that setting excelled. I used to be jealous of kids that got straight A's. They would excel in that setting. You know why all kids don't do well in that setting? Because there's only a certain amount of people supposed to be worker bees, and there's other people who are supposed to be people like myself, who's supposed to be people of industry. And that industry might not necessarily be, you know, a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever. I might have supposed to have been an entertainer, a public speaker, or something to that effect. But when they put you all in one box and have everybody try to be the same, some kids can't, it don't register with them and they act out. That's just the facts. A lot of successful people, whether they be actors, comedians, whatever, were class clowns, were bad kids in school. They don't thrive in settings like that. And to prove that, when you were in school, there were certain subjects that you loved. I was a big art guy. I loved to draw. Art class was always cool to me, unless they were doing some whack ass project. Like, this is stupid. You know, when it threw you off, you didn't want to do it. When it was some shit you knew that it was, and what you said right now, just no. These new generations of kids are made of paper shit. Bro, come on, Marcus, bro. My nigga said these new generations of kids are made of paper shit. I can't stand them. My personal opinion. I can't argue with that. I don't necessarily fuck. I try my best not to go in on motherfuckers on here, especially the new generation, but damn, bro. This message is held in review. Okay, I gotta see. I gotta see it. Southern girl. That's what I mean, young men. Flirt with older women now, and then get mad if you want to and then get mad if you don't want to go to bed with them. Yeah, you can show that. Another moderator just handled this. What? What are you talking about? Shut your ass up. Yeah, shit, I gotta go to my settings. I don't know why that shit is set like that. I'm gonna have to go to my settings. I don't want nobody's comments to be hidden. Even if you came into my live and said something dumb, I want you to be able to voice that dumbass opinion. So far, nobody's, especially you guys, haven't said nothing stupid like, or anything like that. But I totally understand, Southern girl. Look, being a seasoned, mature, beautiful woman, and having to deal with kids who haven't grown up with the respect to understand how to approach somebody like yourself, you're gonna deal with that, especially in this day and age. The only thing that's gonna change that is if we ain't here no more. And I'm sure you want to be here. I'm sure you want to be here. So that's some of the. There's certain things that we got to take. There's certain things we're gonna have to take while we're here on this planet. And the only thing I could throw at you in regards to them doing what they're doing is to ignore them. I meant don't want to. No, yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, I know you didn't want to go. Yeah, that's why I said that. That's why I said that. Of course, when you don't want to go to bed with them, they get to calling you all kind of names and all that. And you're not supposed to respond to that. You're supposed to just walk off or whatever. These kids don't have no respect. You already know that. Look, I am doing nothing by telling you this. You already know this. You're the one that's dealing with this. And believe me, do you think men like me and Marcus want to? And look, this is not what I'm about to say. This has no age on it. Women today tell you you can't even talk to me if you ain't got this amount of money coming in and all that kind of stuff. We don't want to hear that shit neither. I'm gonna ask you something, girl, straight up. If you saw me on the street and you didn't know who I was, you didn't know I was OMD from Corner Store Television, and I approached you, how do you think I would come at you? Be honest. From you knowing who I am and you've watched my podcast now and all that, how do you think you would be approached by me? I'm gonna let you answer that while I sit here for a second. And I'm about to change the channel to see what other goddamn games is on. See, there's a lot of commercials on, a lot of shit. Oh, hold on. What was this? Oh man. Now see, this is the reason why college football sometimes can be whack. You got Nebraska playing a school. I had to go Google the school. It's called Houston Christian University or something like that. HCU. I was like, the Huskies at HC Houston Christian University. Why are you playing Nebraska? You're getting your ass whooped 38-0. Don't put them motherfuckers on your schedule unless you feel like you could upset them. I am a respectable guy, and I appreciate that. If I'd have came at you, I'd have been like, yo, hey, how are you? I gotta admit, man, you are, I mean, I have a real cool approach. I've even had ladies tell me your approach was very respectful, and I appreciate that. Because it's hard to, today, you can't even walk up and say nothing to women no more. Women be catching hell out there. You hear me? Now, you would think they'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna wear these tights. Some women bodies so incredible they can't hide that shit. You put sweats on, whatever, motherfuckers still see because it's a bunch of real thirsty ass niggas out there. And when I say niggas, I mean all colors. Nigga don't mean black to me. Nigga mean just nigga. It's a bunch of thirsty motherfuckers out there. So y'all got to get used to this as women. I hate to say it, but you do. You got to get used to it. That shit's not stopping. Do I believe there will be a day when things will change? Yeah, I do. Man, it's timing like a mug, Marcus. You ain't never lied, bro. It's timing. First off, I'm very seasoned at just, introducing myself anyway. A lot of times, if I see somebody that I think is attractive, all you gotta do is look at their face and their body language. She's unapproachable. Nah. You could think that and be walking away from her and see her again in the store. This happened in Walmart. This was a while back before I was dating the person I was currently dating. And we're not dating no more. We're friends now, but I think she's an amazing woman. And I was like, I'm still in love with the woman. She's amazing, but we kind of parted ways. I saw her on my birthday recently too. She came by and brought me my gift, which I thought was amazing. I'm a cowboy fan, but I'm mad as hell at them. But she brought me a beautiful cowboy backpack, this beautiful, thermos thing, and a couple other things. She's sweet as she could be. But obviously we're not in that type of relationship at this time. But I was on the aisles in Walmart and this one day I was like, damn, she's bad like that. But I looked at her face and her body language, and I summed up that she was unapproachable. I'm just leave that alone. I'm gonna just admire her and keep it pushing. Well, I seen her again in the store. You making your rounds, doing whatever you're doing, and then we passed by. I'm looking at something. I looked up. She looked at me and smiled. I was like, that's could be an indication of say something to me, or it could just be a passerby. But if there's any time you're gonna say something to a person, is at that point. Look at her, hey, she smiled, hey, how you doing? And she said hi, and she go by, and I was like, fuck it. She did a U-turn. I was like, excuse me, I'm sorry. I apologize. I know it's early because it was early as hell in the morning. I go early. I said, I just want to tell you, you are I saw you earlier, and I was like, wow, and it didn't say nothing, but now it was. She was like, oh, that's so sweet. I always get that cool
At least I checked all state first and saved time.
return. Then they be like, oh, see, he was cool. He's cool. He's not. And every chance, oh, they'll tell you they got a man or whatever reason. But she didn't say that. No, I'm single. I didn't get her number or nothing. She said, but I'm not dating nobody right now. And I mean, you're a very handsome guy, but I'm just, I'm at school and some other shit she said. And I was like, I respect that. Stay on your grind. Stay on your mission. You know what I'm saying? Don't put blinders on and you keep it going. You dig? So I respect that. But my approach gonna always be level headed. It's always gonna be nice. It ain't gonna be no never gonna be passive. If I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna be aggressive, but in a very respectful way. You look good, type thing. I'm just man, this you got this 6'5" brother tripping. They laugh. And one thing I know how to do is tell a clever, cool little joke. You know what I'm saying? Say a clever, cool little joke to make an icebreaker and everything like that. One thing you got to do too, if you're trying to be with somebody, is if the person you present yourself to them as, if you presenting a false representation of yourself just to to get with old girl or the woman or whatever, and that person don't continue, you wasting your time. That's if you most guys that do that only doing it so maybe they can hit. How I am when I holler at you, that's how I'm gonna be forever. That ain't gonna change. I'm silly. I'm gonna make you laugh. Um, I'm sorry, ladies. And this, you guys on here, y'all, if you ain't doing this, that's on you. I'm gonna eat the cooch, all that. I'm not a serial cooch eater now. Don't get it twisted. Every cooch don't deserve that. And you know what I'm talking about. Even the women on here know what I'm talking about. Not every cooch deserves love and care. With the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Every cooch don't deserve that. Shit, a lot of cooches that don't take care of themselves don't deserve no penile insertion. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very selective who I do that with. Very selective who I do that with. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You'll know who you're supposed to be sliding your tongue into. You'll know. They'll let you know by their actions, how they kick it, all that. You know what I'm saying? There's some chicks out there that got high body count. You can still eat them out because they take great care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Great care of themselves. And plus, you don't know. When you meet a female, even though she fine, that don't mean you assume there's a bunch of niggas that hit it.
Named the head coach just has really continued on sixth year now as the head coach.
I'm a goofball, chill guy. I'm a lover. I love to have fun and love great conversation. Hey, Mark is trying to sell himself. That nigga Marcus say, nigga, I'm on the market, nigga. I'm a new product at Target. I'm on the shelf, nigga. Your ass is burnt out. My nigga said, this sound like your dating profile. I'm a goofball, chill guy, and I'm a lover. I love to have fun and I love great conversation. I swear that shit sounded like, hey, that's like when you read the package or when you read the mission statement on a dating site. Be a goofball. Be a chill guy. Be a lover. Make sure you love to have fun and make sure that you love great conversation if you're going to be on Dating for Guys or some bullshit like that. I'm telling you, that's it funny as hell. But yeah, I feel you, dog. If you're gonna say that, you might as well say that with conviction, because obviously that's what you really feel like you are, and that's probably what you is. I hope you find the right one, because even though I was dating somebody and it looked, pretty promising, things happened. Most of it was me. Most of it was me, to be honest with you. I'm not right in my head yet financially. Whoever I'm gonna be with, I believe they deserve they deserve a solid cat. This money is right. My money, alright. I'm paying my shit. I have a vehicle, really nice. Not super great. It's not the one I want. It's the one I have and I love, and it does the job well. Everybody has their idea of what they want car. You know what I'm saying? But you always want to be feeling good about yourself as a man if you're gonna marry. I've never been married. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have a wife. But I'm not finna be in no relationship if I feel like I can't hold them. I gotta feel like Atlas. You know who Atlas is? That's a nigga that's holding the world up on this statue. I gotta feel like Atlas. I gotta feel like ain't shit finna fuck up us economically. Cause I guarantee you, economically, if you solid, you could work on your relationship. Clifton Powell is the actor who played in Fridays as Frenchie. He's been in all kind of movies from goddamn Rush Hour. He done been in every kind of movie. Clifton Powell, go look him up. Clifton Powell. First thing I ever saw him on, he played the bad guy on the show Rock with Charles Dutton. He played Andre, the dope dealer. That's the first time I ever seen Clifton Powell, and he played that part so good. He was in Dead Presidents. He played Cuddy, the smooth nigga Cuddy, who was giving money to old boy's girl, Lorenz Tate's wife, while he was in the military. Anyway, that was just giving him some background. He was on Dialogue. He was talking about his acting career and about his marriage failing because he was out there trying to get it. You know, he was out there doing all these, acting jobs. And Hollywood's crazy because if you're an actor, one thing, there will be so many opportunities for somebody to try to give you some pussy, or vice versa for women. It will be so many opportunities. You can have a wife back home all you want, and she could be Halle Berry. She could be bad. Hell, Halle Berry did that to David Justice. A lot of people don't know this, but David Justice was not terrible to Halle Berry. There's all these rumors about Halle Berry, how she got dogged out. Christopher Williams came out and said, I've never put a hand on her. I've never touched her in anger in my life. And I don't know if that's true or not. Eric Benet most definitely seems like a person that wouldn't touch Halle Berry. And they still got a divorce. The rumor has it she thought he was a sex fiend. Like he wanted sex all the time. What the fuck? A Southern girl. Shoot, they having a conversation without me. What'd she say? I am a good woman for any good man, not bragging or anything. I believe that shit. I ain't never met you in my life. One thing, hey, both of y'all, you two particular, because I believe you guys are very much deserving of me being able to say this. If you haven't already, if you're on Instagram and if you haven't already became a friend of mine or a follower, please follow me on IG, Corner Store Television, all one word, Corner Store Television. Most definitely follow me so I can see what y'all look like. Southern girl, I believe the only thing that's probably holding you back from finding the one you want is the way of the world. It's because of the world. There's very few guys out there who truly respect the essence of a woman. And when I say essence, I'm talking about the mother side, the woman trying to be more than she is side, the nurturing side, the mean side too. You got to be able to handle all of that. One thing I believe, one reason why guys are not marrying no more is because of the economy. Economically, if you're not ready for marriage or a relationship, that shit gonna be rocky. I know. If you broke, I had to admit this one girl said, if you ain't got no money and your money ain't right, you shouldn't be dating. Who are you to tell motherfuckers that? Even though she might be right, so she might be right. There's certain things your woman gonna want to do, even if it's on the simplest level. She might just want to go to the park and throw a sheet over a fucking one of those little picnic tables at the park and just put out some food y'all bought at the grocery store, eat some grapes and sit there and rub on your ear in the sunlight. But if you ain't even got $20 to put in your tank or even go to the grocery store with her to do that, what the fuck are you doing this? What are we doing? Or if the world got your ass working 12-hour shifts
Stuff like this, first and foremost, just
and you coming home so dog tired, your girl call, hey babe, I got tickets to go. Oh, I'm so tired. I can't, babe. I've worked 12. I mean, well, it's only gonna be tonight. You know what I'm saying? The world will fuck up any possibilities of you being in a relationship and having love. That's the reason why some people who do have money, and those who do have money, they get scared to be in a relationship. Because these days, you don't know why the girl really truly with your ass. If me, Marcus, even you, Southern Girl, if you was to win $10 million tomorrow, how many men you think will be trying to eat your pussy because of the money versus because they want to see your coochie or to eat your coochie? In regards to me and Marcus, I think I'm a handsome dude. Obviously, I need to work out and get back to where I was. If I drop 100 and turn that all, the rest of it into muscle, I'd even be finer. But I don't give a shit if I did all that. If I got $10 million, how would I know she really want me versus the 10 million? I'm sure it's going to be a combination of both. But let me just say, which one will be more? The only time you're going to really find true love is when you're at your worst, when you don't have nothing. Because you can't tell these days what people care or why people are fucking with you. If you broke as a man, but you in some kind of shape and you got a schlong on you, that's the reason why she fucking with you. Because you piping her down every night. And she's somebody she could present to you to. You're somebody she could present people to, like, this is my nigga right here, blah, blah, blah. I've had situations where women didn't have no dude, but they knew I could put it on them. But they knew I was broke. Have a nigga come over to their house late at night, and she woke me up at 3:30 in the morning. We had got out, she fed me. You know what I'm saying? I had dinner with her. What up, man? What's going on, New Jersey? I had dinner with her. This is a true story. This is when I was living with my homeboy. Shout out to my homeboy, Will. And I was doing bad and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this chick called me. She lived off of Broadway and like 80-something. And if you from LA, you know, and this was back in the day. She told me I had to catch the bus. I had to catch 2 buses to her crib. That chick put me out 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, damn, a nigga can't get up when the sunlight, they leave? I'm on the bus. She's like, nah, you can't be here when my kids get up to go to school. Nah, You gonna get used by people to fulfill whatever their needs are. You think you doing something. You think, yeah, I'm out here bum, yeah, I'm getting me something. Nah, nigga, that shit was whack, nigga. She gave you a little spaghetti and shit. You had to drink some Kool-Aid and fucked around and hit that shit. But she putting your ass out at 3:30 in the morning. One of the most dangerous places in the world to be is in a certain part of town in LA at 3 o'clock in the morning. Waiting on a bus that come every fucking 45 minutes to an hour. You know what I'm saying? I done been through all kinds of shit like that. Let's just keep it a band. I'm sorry. Anybody sees this, my mom, all that. These is facts. This is how the world is. What you need to rely upon and lean on is you and your spirituality with the one true God upstairs. If you ask him to look out for you, nah, nigga, you ain't tripping. Yeah, obviously, man, whatever. Yeah, I cut my hair, man. I had to. I already explained that to them earlier. No disrespect. But I ain't going through that story again. But, yeah. Your boy ain't got no hair right now. And it feel great. That fucking air hitting my head is beautiful. I did like having hair, but there was some shit going on. With a hair follicle bump or whatever. But anyway, that shit is done. I had to fucking treat that. Now that I cut my hair off, the shit want to shrink now. When I was treating that shit when I had the hair, it wasn't doing nothing. I was putting peroxide and all kinds of shit on that shit. And now this shit want to fucking not be here no more. Right there. Right where my finger is. It's crazy. There wasn't nothing wrong with my afro, nigga. Shit, my shit was tight. I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't wearing it for you. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it. Just like you wear your fucking, like you wear your hair in front of your face, looking like the Ultimate Warrior. That's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So do your shit.
Lewis comes out of that huddle, okay.
You never want to see your starting guard take collisions like that.
Oh man, I'm one of them niggas can grow hair. Before you know it, I have a whole nother. In about 2-3 weeks, my shit'll already be back up here. I'm not one of them old motherfuckers that get bald spots and all that shit. That's God right there. I'm one of them motherfuckers that can grow his hair back. I'll die, being able to do that, and that's a blessing to be able to say you could do that. But anyway, hey, please become a super chat. Send me a super chat. Become a member. The homeboy Marcus Banks is a member today, y'all. A member, you know what I'm saying? You guys, you particular people, are really a part of what I'm trying to do. So I'm surprised not all of y'all is members yet. That is shocking. Marcus is what's up. And I ain't trying to shame nobody. Don't think I'm trying to shame you, because that's not what I'm trying to do at all. And once again, this is not my birthday episode. I fucked up putting up this backdrop and didn't realize it had the birthday stream thing on there. I didn't mean that. This is not my birthday episode. My birthday was September 4th. And remember that shit for next year. I don't know when any of y'all's birthdays are. And I probably wouldn't be able to do a whole lot about it anyway, other than send you a t-shirt or some shit like that. But if you let me get to a point where I'm financially doing really well through my YouTube, TikTok, and all of that, I'll start sending out free t-shirts like a mug. But until then, please go to, my community page, which I know a lot of you already been there. Grab a shirt, whatever shirt you feel you're comfortable with, whether it's Corner Store Podcast, any of the other shirts, any of the Left Coast clothing, gear, and rock that shit for me. And tell everybody about it. You can go to my Corner Store Television. Yeah, this dude Scene 13 send me messages on both fucking Instagrams, my personal one and my Corner Store Television one. He do not be playing. His homeboy Lord Garlic or whatever his name is, these young ass motherfuckers, gonna make clips of me. I don't know why you make clips of me, and then I don't know what you guys are doing with those clips. That shit is fucking weird. His homeboy makes a clip of me saying 8.5-inch dick. I wasn't gonna say nothing about that. I thought that shit was strange. The more you guys do that kind of shit, the more plausible it becomes. I'm sorry, that shit is that's some plausible ass shit. I think you guys sensing, and see, you guys are the quintessential.
After a really long off season.
You guys are the quintessential example of
Everything will be questioned.
young people today. Young people today do the weirdest, quirkiest things. Now, were there weird and quirky young people back in the day? Of course. But the percentage of them today, and I ain't trying to say nothing negative about you guys, because I'm be real with you, bro. When we did the live stream where you came on the live, the way you was acting, he was like, what is it with the whispering? I can't hardly, you don't be, you say stuff so low. It's like, what you say? You know what I'm saying? You have y'all styles is just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Young people today is just different, man. Y'all some different ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? My son is older now. He's like 27, 28. I used to say when he was growing up in the things, do you know he got mad at me? My son got mad at me talking about his sister. And I think he was in a stage. I don't know if any of y'all got kids, Marcus or Southern Girl. If you notice your kids get to a certain age, they start acting like they running the house, or they're the ones that's taking care of you, or they know more than you, and all this other shit. This motherfucker gonna say, Dad, Maya shouldn't go to no parties. They be tripping at these parties. I be knowing you guys are not out there. I'm young. I'll be out. Me and his mom was looking at each other like this nigga must act like we wasn't never a teenager. What are you talking about? Y'all don't be knowing what's going on out there, man. And these parties with these. I'm like, man, this nigga's tripping. You is, bro. What are you talking about? We were kids once. If anything, we know more about it than you even can imagine. It's weird how you guys think y'all was here before us. You wasn't. Now, is there things that we're not privy to that you guys are about young people? Yeah, I agree with that. But parties ain't no different than parties was back in the day. They might be even weirder than they were back in the day. But let me tell you, they parties nevertheless. House parties, parties in the building, parties at school, whatever. Just kicking it in general. But he seemed to think that we wouldn't understand the stuff that goes on. I will say this. He's in a younger generation. He's not as young as Scene 13 of this kid, Lord Garlic. Oh, so listen to what he just said. My parents raised me in a way to where I don't talk back, so I talk low. That's interesting. Well, I'm a counter you with that. I'm a rebuttal that statement to say it's one thing to talk low. It's another thing to talk so low that you can't even be heard. You ain't shy. Why would you cover your face with the curls? Is this some kind? Is this you took all your hair and did just like this? This is where your face was like this. I'm like, why is he doing that? You know what I'm saying? You got fuck it. I don't even explain why you do the things you do. You just different. You just gotta these cats today that's younger is quirky. They different. They do shit different. All that. And I'm not saying you don't have respect for nobody older or nothing. You just got a different style. One thing you did do, you never act. Y'all never even act. Now you can clip whatever you want. Obviously, if the video's out there, you can make 1,000 clips of it. Hell, you could be you can fuck around and turn around and be one of them weirdos and be like, okay, he's talking crazy to me. I'm gonna make clips and do all kinds of stuff and post them in it. You might even be helping me if you did some dumb shit like that, thinking it would be negative. But you know what I'm saying? It's just certain things you don't do. Why would young Lord Garlic or whatever his name is, I don't know y'all real names, and I'm sure you're trying your best to keep as much anonymity as you want, so people won't know who you are really. But it's whatever, man. I don't know, man. You got to realize something. Marcus will probably attest to this. I don't know y'all for real. All I know of is what you tell me on here and all of that. The most genuine thing anybody could do is be they self when you meet somebody for real, whether it's online or whatever. This is me. I ain't changing for nobody. Fuck the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make clips and be goofy and pick out the most gayest thing I said, and it wasn't even gay. I was talking about how stupid Jerry Jones was to draft a fucking player because he ain't nothing but a slave owner and size that man up on how tall he was or is and how big his shit is. That shit weird. So for Lord Garlic to go on there and clip that and think it was funny, and then you guys send it to me, this is what he clipped. I'm like, huh? You send me more messages on Instagram than anybody I know. It's motherfuckers that live in LA don't even message me like that. Which I'm cool with because obviously you got time on your hands. I guess you fuck with me like that or whatever. You like, I really fuck with dude. Corner Store TV is this, that, and the third, whatever. That shit is cool. But just, you know what I'm saying? Just know that some of the stuff y'all be doing, I ain't comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know. But like I said, you do what you want. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you actually, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. Nothing but black blessings for me. His name is Lennox. Hey, that's my homie. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Y'all be homies. That shit you probably sound like you more than homies. It sound like that's your brother. You said you known him since you was 2. I don't know how you knew him when you was 2 years old and you knew who he was. Obviously you grew up and then you was like, damn, I've been knowing you since I was 2, huh? That's probably how you know or whatever. And that's great. There's actually nothing wrong with that. There's not a goddamn thing wrong with that. You sound close and the whole shebang bang. I don't care about none of that. I'm talking about the things that you've done and the things that you've said. You've said silly shit to me. You make the corner store flakes thing. You make some funny faces. Not no other subscriber that I have has done any of those things. The only thing Marcus has done, and Marcus has been down, Shaheed Hansen. I haven't Shaheed. I got a dude in Atlanta called Shaheed Hansen. Shaheed cool as fuck. Shaheed shot me. He was one of the people that shot me some bread. Oh, you were one of the people. Now, all right, you know what? I got one thing for you. You remember when I said I wanted $1 from all of my subscribers? And if I got $1 from everybody, if I did, I'd have $30,000. Let's keep it real. You and Lord Garlic went so far as to just send me $1. I figured you guys would be like, oh, I'm gonna send them 5 each. You motherfuckers sent me exactly what I asked for. You niggas sent me $1 each, which I showed. I showed y'all a lot of love for doing that. I shows up. Thanks, Miss T. Mertz in the building. Paris, France in the building. We international, y'all. That means it's late as fuck. If it's daytime here, it's nighttime there. Miss T. Mertz, what's up? What's up? What's up? Paris, France, represent. Miss T. Mertz, I want you to join. I want you to go ahead and join, man. Join. Super chat me. Become a subscriber, please. Become a subscriber of Corner Store Television. Everybody on the live chat, please subscribe. I sound typical, like a typical YouTuber. I guess if I don't sound like a typical YouTuber, I won't get the results that I want. So that's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. So please don't take offense to this. It's not a money grab. I'm just trying to be all I can be, just like the guy. Be all that you can be. That's all I'm trying to do. Look at that t-shirt. That motherfucker is lit. That shit nice. Look at that. Southern Girl in the building. We got Miss T. Murray in the building. We got my boy Scene 13. We got Lord Garlic, a.k.a. Lennox. The homie Lennox. You know what I'm saying? Up in the building. And I've been going on 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and go on till I got 15 more minutes on here. 15 more minutes on here. I'm gonna ask you guys to like this, man. Like this live stream. Share this live stream right now. Share this live stream. Share this motherfucker. Share the live stream if you really would do that for me, as well as leave not only live chat comments, leave comments on all. Man, can I give you guys an assignment to do today? Whatever you got going, if you ain't going out to a party or going to family or something, if you can sit there at the crib, whether it's on your TV or phone, whatever, I want you to go through every bit of Corner Store Television content. I'm actually doing well. I'm doing well. I'm black. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best I can in this crazy ass country we call the U.S. Even racists get their ass shot out here. As well they should. I showed a lot of compassion for the death of this weirdo. And then I rescinded that compassion because after going back over some of the videos and some of the stuff he said about us, I have to say, bro, you was asking to get melted so your ice cream hit the ground. I'll be right back, man. I gotta go get some Jamaican oil. My hair feels dry as fuck. Give me 2 minutes. I gotta put it on a game then so you guys can hear the game in the background. Hold on, why is this? Oh shit, that's a good catch. I'll be right back.
Harrison's there. Chris Olave's there. Jackson Smith.
You want to move back to South America? You might as well.
Harrison and Jeremiah Smith shows up last year. It was just hard to get on the field. So he comes to Madison to get an opportunity. Great to see him making a play.
And it was an impressive play and a good throw. That has started his career at Ohio State. Grew up in the great tradition of Massillon, Ohio. So many great stars have come there through the years, and he's their all-time leader in career receiving yards at that tradition high school.
Hi, you might know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. Love it. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. Sweet, right? And when we travel, we get access to over 1,000 airport lounges. I can get used to this. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
Welcome back to Papa John's. For a very limited time, we've got free pizza. Yo, tell them what it is.
Buy any large pizza at regular menu price, get one large one-topping pizza for free.
No, like free. Yeah, we did do that.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Well, nobody inside. I already told your buddies. A lot of violations here. Way too many occupants in a single dwelling. 8 exotic animals. That's 8 too many. And I found a pickup truck in the kitchen.
That's on me.
But I just got here.
Back it up, Brooke.
Make it up in the city, fellas!
Ever since
I'm back.
NFL Sunday ticket month to month, he hasn't stopped.
Hey, who y'all got tonight in the fight? I got Crawford. Who y'all got tonight in the fight?
Now join and cancel anytime.
I'm definitely watching the fight, for sure.
Call lunch audible to this new Jimmy John's toasted pizza sandwich. Encroachment! Flag on the play!
Hey, Marcus. Hey, man, be good, man. Get better. Hey, get you a lot of rest, bro. Make sure you taking fluids, too, my dog. Somebody said something. Hold on. Crazy shit out here. Burning buildings. One of my homies' father went to Brooklyn and burned some shit. I thought this would be an opportunity. Damn, I didn't know it was going on like that in New York. Southern Girl, is it going on like that out there? For real? Damn. Turn this shit down. Damn, it's all commercials on right now. These games will see at halftime.
All your orders in one place.
All these commercials. Fucking Home Depot, everything. And I don't want to watch no whack shit. Oh, Northwestern scored. Oregon was killing their ass. Oh, he tried to burn some shit. What did he try? Wait a minute. Why are they protesting? Why are they burning stuff? Because of the Charlie Kirk died? I don't understand. What are they burning shit for? What the fuck is they? Why? Why are they burning shit? Ain't nobody out here went crazy and burnt nothing over dude dying. I don't know. Well, shit, for whatever reason he was trying to do that, I don't suggest he do it. God damn, Oklahoma 42, Temple 3. Temple's not a football school. Why y'all got them on your schedule? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Homie's father went to New York and Jersey, burned shit for no reason. That's obviously that's the stupidest reason to do shit. Is no reason. What? Yeah, tell your homeboy to tell your pops, hey pops, sit your old ass down. The fuck is you doing? You look good today. Are you going to be at a party tonight? Nah, I ain't going to no party. Yes, a lot of mess. What's the sport? Football, American football, international. I don't do international football. Nah, we watching American football right here, baby. That's what we do. I ain't saying Messi or whatever the other dude name that all them. Yeah, I don't watch some soccer. I don't do FUT ball. I do FOOT ball. I don't do FUT. I do football, American football. I wish one of them damn soccer players would put on some pads and a helmet. They'll fuck around and get killed out there. I don't care how good Messi is. Give him that damn football. Ronaldo, that's his name. You give Messi a football and tell him to run that way, he'll be dead. Basketball, yeah, I fuck with basketball, of course. Basketball, come on now. Basketball, that's us. Any sport, and I hate to say us because I ain't us. I'm not a us American. America don't really love us. America don't even love white people. They don't. They'll make it seem like they love white people, but America don't love no goddamn white people. They don't. America love money. The real behind the scenes America, the shadow government of America, they love money. They can give a shit about any citizen, no matter what color. But college football, like I said, college football was at halftime. That's why a lot of these teams 42-3. That don't even make no sense. I am not watching no 42-3 fucking football game. That's like a waste of fucking. What is this? Look at Virginia. Listen to the school name that these motherfuckers are playing. Virginia's playing William and Mary. Any of y'all know the University of William and Mary? Who the fuck is William and Mary? The score is 55-14. William and Mary. Stop playing big schools, man. Stop playing these big schools and getting your asses whooped. If I went to William and Mary University, I'd be like, man, we playing who? I'm not going to that game. That's fucking stupid. 55-14. Why are we here, nigga? Why do we spend money to come to this bullshit? Fuck out of here, William and Mary. Who the fuck? I have my degree from William and Mary. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I wouldn't even take a nurse from William and Mary. That probably is a great school, though. I'm over here talking shit. I think Americans like money, basketball, and women. What? Oh, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna let you go ahead on and you are obviously a French white girl. You can't be French black because what you said right there was horrible. I think Americans like money, basketball, and women. Well, that's terrible thinking. I'm gonna keep it a band. I realize I need to be honest with my subscribers when they say shit that don't make no goddamn sense. And I love you. I love you. You a funny ass motherfucker. You must be a comedian over there in France. You gotta be. Because what you just said right there don't make no damn sense. And to lump every American into that little ass box of, I think, and are we talking about American men loving this shit or American women? Because you said, I think Americans, plural, meaning all of us, like money, basketball, and women. So the women like women too. Yeah, but why? You should always watch everything that come out your mouth, at least to a somewhat of a degree. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to go. A lot of times I catch myself saying, damn, did I say that? That wasn't smart right there. That's another thing of this new generation too. Motherfuckers just say shit. That's why Charlie Kirk, and I'm not saying y'all in the same vein as Charlie Kirk, but Charlie Kirk was saying a lot of shit. And next thing you know, this nigga, the neck was leaning over like this. Sorry, if that hurts your feelings, sorry. Because I'm off the chain for real. For a South American motherfucker, you sure do love American slang. I should go back to South America. Shit, if you went back to South America, you'd probably be a boss out there. They'd be like, you live in America? How long were you there? Oh, I was in New York for such and such. Oh my God, for the oh shit. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is go out there and wear a fitted hat with that crazy fucking hair over your face. You fuck around half every bitch in South America. They'll be like, oh my God, he's so cool. He's from America. He was in New York. You'd be a fucking cartel member. You'd be one dead motherfucker too. I'm sorry. I don't want you to die. But you talking about joining the cartel. I swear to God, bro, you need to be that whispering comedian because you swear you funny as hell. You think you got jokes like a motherfucker. You better do something. I hope your ass don't be just sitting up in the room taking Vicodin or some kind of weird ass hallucinogen and just be sitting up there wasting your time. Your South American impression is great, man. Ain't nobody from my family would find offense. You a funny man. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm not trying to offend nobody. I just be doing that shit for shits and giggles. Because I know motherfuckers make fun of me. Your motherfucking ass made more clips about me and pictures and corner flakes and all kind of crazy ass shit. I was like, damn, this boy wilding 3 motherfuckers. You wilder than 3 extra motherfuckers. You got 3 extra weirdos in your body. That's how wild you are. Oh, see, this don't make no sense. The Houston Christian University is getting beat 52-7. Why these little schools keep playing these big colleges? Stop doing that shit. Fucking retarded. Y'all motherfuckers ain't finna beat them. And then you got the whack little schools having the fucking Buffaloes playing Kent State. Who are these people? I know Kent State is in Ohio. And I know Buffalo obviously is in New York. University of Buffalo, upstate New York. Little ass colleges. Get out of here. But they balling though. It's 24-21. It's the best game going right now on TV. Because the rest of these games is fucking blowouts. Hey, check this out, man. I'm finna go ahead and finish watching the rest of these games, man. And finish with my day. Don't forget tonight, Canelo Alvarez will be fighting Crawford tonight. Check that out. If you ain't got pay-per-view, go to somebody's house, go to a bar, but go check out the fight. Have you a drink. I will be home chilling like a villain, but I ain't stealing, and we out here doing what we do. It's your boy OMD. I'm going to slide to the store, go get me some ribs, throwing some ribs into the oven. I hate putting that oven on, but I don't want to grill shit, so I'm going to bake me some ribs, soak them in some vinegar, and throw them in the oven, and then barbecue sauce them and put them in there for another 30 minutes. If you don't know how to do that, I'm sorry, you're a weirdo, and get your ribs nice and tender so they'll slide right off the bone with some of that Eastman's barbecue sauce, some of the best barbecue sauce on the planet Earth, and you go and chill and watch this goddamn game. Who is this? Oh, that's that Kent State game. Hold on. Look at this shit. Maryland Townsend, 44-14. All of these bullshit ass games, these teams are getting their asses melted. Melted. Getting whooped. But I'm about to roll out, y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Remember, keep God first. And all you women, if you keep God first, he'll put something in your purse. You dig? Make sure you tell him how much you love him and thank him for another day. This your boy. You've been chilling with OMD. Do me a favor. Give a shout out to the homeboy Matthew. He's sick today, and he would have been on the international podcast today, but he's not feeling well. Give him a shout out. Also, please become a member. Subscribe to Corner Store TV. Do super chats. Do all that for me. Thank you, Marcus Banks. Feel better, my brother. I love y'all. Scene 13, Southern Girl, Miss T. Mert, and everybody else on the live stream. Y'all have a blessed day. I love y'all, man. Peace, salutations, and never ever be a bitch ass motherfucker. Always keep it 100 every time. It's your boy OMD. I holla.